Okay, so it seems like recently a lot of people have been going after Deme over a lot of things that have been going on, and well, it's been a whole little saga. The things that keep on coming out keep on changing, and obviously it all started off with the original post of her talking about the fact that she didn't want kind of, blank made of her, and then it kind of devolved into the whole Chibi thing where, she went after Chibi for, obviously saying like, oh, weren't you the guy that got cheated on? And then obviously, Chibi wasn't happy about that. And then, there's a whole thing of people making fun of like her appearance. And now it's gone into this whole thing surrounding this one clip here, which we actually covered in the last video. Now, of course, we only played this one clip. You guys were very quick to point out that actually there was another clip down in the replies, which makes it a little bit more obvious or a little bit more crazy. But essentially what people were saying was, she was kind of doing it on stream, right? Which of course is pretty crazy, and you can see like the model going backwards and forwards. Now, a lot of people were quick to point out that that is something that, sometimes just happens on her stream. She like moves around in her model quite a bit, right? But of course, there was this clip here, which, has a little bit more to it, which a lot of people thought was extremely sus at the very least, right? And this is what it, yeah.
Ignoring that setting. Oh, I can pause it with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our nature, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it structurally would stand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe. Yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can and as far as it can. I see.
So yeah, obviously a lot of people were very confused about that because that definitely does sound a little bit more convincing, right? But of course, there could be reasons for it. I don't know. I don't want to judge too quickly, but recently there's been another post that's come out of people trying to debunk these clips and saying like essentially this wasn't, her boyfriend or whatever, which of course is pretty insane because this thing came out saying, so there's a new claim about this Deme Nishiki person that not only is she getting blanked on stream, you can actually hear her getting blanked during her boyfriend stream, cucking him live, if you will. This is a lie that I've also been able to completely debunk. So I've matched the timestamps from both VODs, and you can actually see both of their POVs, what they were doing during each alleged timestamp I was sent. So I edited them side by side with the allegations in the top left, and I burned in the original time codes as well as the boyfriend's time codes into Deme's footage. The time difference is 39:52, and it's basic multicam practice to easily show how dumb these claims are. So essentially what they're saying is, they've kind of synced up, obviously, the moment that she screams in a certain way or whatever, and the scream on her actual stream, because obviously they didn't start stream at the same time, right? So you'd have to sync it up by obviously the sounds that you could hear, right? And that's what they're trying to kind of prove here. Now, people do go into the specifics and talk a little bit about why this might not be so, what do you call it, debunking the claims or whatever, why this might not be so valid or whatever. But this is some of the clip. Obviously, it's like 5 minutes long, but you can get the kind of idea of it here.
Okay, guys, I get too nervous. I get too nervous, and I always miss the last bunny hop because I scroll too fast.
Oh shit! I need to slow the fuck down. Oh! Oh!
Where is he? You were banned? Yeah, we saw. Guys, Demi screaming in the other room, it threw me off, man. Okay, that's my reasoning behind that, okay?
It's actually from before, right? They're just, I don't think, the only thing that can kill me is I can't do this! I can't do this!
So yeah, you can see she's playing a game that obviously has some scary things in it. She's screaming at it, and I definitely do think these line up, right? Obviously, these two are 100% streaming at the same time, and she's playing a horror game, or I say horror games, Outer Wilds. I know it's like got some scary stuff in it. So, you know, she's screaming at it, laughing at it, whatever, and you can hear it on the other guy's stream. Now, there is one of these things where a lot of people have been talking about it because it doesn't so much relate to the first clip that we've been talking about. Apparently, this is from another stream of her playing it. Again, I don't know how true that is. That's what a lot of people have been pointing out. But it does kind of, I think what it does is it debunks the claims that people were saying that her boyfriend is like getting cucked or something because you can hear her screaming on his stream, right? You can tell that that's not the case because you can go to the other stream and you can see it exactly matches up to what she's saying. I think that's kind of undeniable, right? So again, that kind of claim that people were, you know, saying, that is 100%, you know, that's just her playing a game and on stream and just being loud, right? But for this clip here, I think this one is slightly different because it doesn't debunk this clip. And again, I think this 100%, you know, is a lot more sus and a lot more, you know, interesting, right? Because again, they just kind of debunk the sounds from the boyfriend stream rather than the actual original clip itself. Which I think a lot of people kind of got you know, confused about. For everyone saying that this isn't the right VOD, the allegations and timestamps involving the boyfriend line up. And obviously, yeah, apparently people have been timestamping the VOD here, and yeah, they're saying like essentially this is her in the background with somebody else, which obviously isn't the case, right? So they're talking about a separate video, a separate clip, a separate kind of situation almost. It just happens to be that she's playing the same game, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the same dude, you are cutting nearly 2 hours of video where she bounces around and moans. It's a 2-hour long video. Said, nope, you're just slow. That's VOD 2. This is VOD 1. So apparently, yeah, this video is from the first playthrough maybe, and then the second playthrough is where we get the clip of her bouncing around and making some very odd noises, right? Which again hasn't been debunked. That's something to be kind of you know, made clear there. That's not what this person has done. They haven't debunked the fact that you know, those weird like, you know, sounds and stuff that are coming you know, from that clip. They've just debunked the fact of the sounds that were coming from the boyfriend stream, you know, during, you know, his stream and all of this kind of stuff. So, yeah. Apparently as well, people have also been, you know, tagging Pipkin Pipper in this, which I think is a little bit odd. So, yeah, obviously, this was another clip that's been going around of people saying, nah, is she grabbing his shit on stream? Nah, she gotta go. This is the clip. Which, again, I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's definitely interesting, right? And they say, can Pippa confirm this is the face of EN VTubing? I'm not sure, but I think she's more influential than Gogura too. And I think this is whenever she defended this stuff. It said, rather than rage bait, is this fetish bait? Don't tag me in this. So yeah, it is pretty interesting, right? Some people haven't been so happy at Pippa over some of the comments she made. I'm pretty sure it was about Deme in the past, and saying like, you know, she was, they're saying, can they confirm that this is the new face of EN VTubing, which again, it's just stupid, right? But of course, as well, there's been another thing, of course, of apparently Deme, you know, having a, a Discord message, talking about the stream, saying, I'm not really surprised Chibi viewers genuinely believe I had blank on stream because they never talked to a woman IRL. Nikita was literally streaming at the same time. They're trying to make themselves have a cook POV. You can't make this up. They can't defend themselves with the points I've said, so they're doing a character smear campaign. Also, this was the time we can hear each other during stream because he was in the bathroom. So yeah, of course, she's essentially saying that they were streaming at the same time too, during the other thing. Now, I haven't seen any, you know, kind of side-by-side evidence or whatever of this, of course. Obviously, you know, she puts up the 2 screenshots of them being live at the same time. I don't know if there's like a better quality. Is this better? Oh, this is better quality. There we go. So yeah, essentially, it seems like they went live at a similar time, or not a similar time, but like, it seems like she was live for a very long time, and he was live for a little bit during that same time. But again, of course, you know, there isn't like any clips like this one, where this one obviously goes into the other, you know, kind of accusation or whatever you want to call it, whereas we haven't seen any side-by-side clips for this, for any like noises or whatever that may have been heard through both streams to kind of confirm that they were going on at the same time, right? So yeah, I mean, it is interesting, right? Of course, there's been a lot of people that have been, you know, throwing their hat into the ring in terms of what they think about this. But yeah, obviously, it's going to continue if like this keeps on going on, right? And of course, if she keeps posting about it, especially on Discord and things like that, it's going to keep on continuing and continuing, and people are going to find different clips and whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially how it is, right? But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game Subs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.